People, this is proof we live in a very evil world. Meet this man right here. His name is Derek. He's been driving trucks for 6 months. Derek is married with 5 kids and he started driving trucks so he can provide for his family. And people, before I continue with this story, this is proof that nobody care about you. You cannot trust anyone. We live in a very evil world. People will tell you anything to get what they want. Now, having said that, Derek is from Tennessee, and when he got off of home time, he got a load headed to North Carolina. So when Derek picked up the load from Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken, he was roughly 670 miles away from his destination in North Carolina. So as soon as Derek picked up the load, his company called him and said, this load cannot be late. This is a high value load. Do you think you can make this load on one shift? So Derek then told his company he's not 100% sure, but he will do his best. And mind you, his truck is governor at 68 miles per hour. So this high value load that Derek was on had to be delivered at 10 o'clock in the morning. And Derek left at 9 o'clock at night. It was okay if he got there early. They would unload him early. And mind you, while Derek was driving through the night, his company called him several times. They would call him every time he stopped and make sure he's okay. And they would tell him this load cannot be late. So around 6 o'clock in the morning, Derek ran into a very huge problem. Derek realized he was going to be late because he kept going through a lot of construction zones that was 35 miles per hour, and that ate up his clock. If Derek drove the full 670 miles, he would have went in violation by 10 minutes. It was a 10-minute difference between his GPS and the time he would make it to the receiver. So Derek then stopped at a truck stop and called his company. He said, I will not make it. I'm going to run out of time. I'm so sorry. I went through a lot of construction zones. So when Derek called this company and told them that, they got very angry. They said, you told us you was going to be able to make this load. So Derek was very apologetic and he told them, I did the best that I could. And I told y'all, I'm not 100% for sure I can make it. So they then got angry at Derek and hung up in his face. And they sent him a message on his Qualcomm. They said they looking for a swap. 15 minutes later, Derek got a call from an unknown number. He never seen that number before. He picked up his phone. It was someone calling from his company on a cell phone. So when Derek picked up and the man he was talking to from his company asked him, did he know how to edit his logs? Derek said no, he's not too familiar with the logs because he only been driving for 6 months. So whoever this man Derek was talking to on the phone, he said, look, this is between me and you. You can put it in personal conveyance and you can drive to the receiver and deliver this load. This load cannot be late. So with Derek being new, he then asked this man, are you sure I can put it in personal conveyance? The man said yes. And when you get to the receiver, go off duty. Also, the man Derek was talking to on the phone, he said, if you deliver this load one time, we will get you a very good load. So what did Derek do? He put it in personal conveyance and he drove to the receiver and then he went off duty. He delivered the load and then he drove to a truck stop, did his post trip and went in sleeper berth. So 4 days later, you won't believe what happened to Derek. Derek went through a scale and he had a flat tire. So they pulled Derek over and they did a full inspection on Derek. So when they did an inspection on Derek, he got a violation for his tire. He got a violation for not certifying his logs. And then DOT asked this man about personal conveyance. They said, why did you use PC? People, this man told DOT his company said he can put it in personal conveyance to make it to the receiver and go off duty. People, they put this man out of service for falsifying his logs, and he got fired from his company. And when he called his company, they denied it. They said no one told you that. People, it was this man's word against his company word. Now, people, having said that, this happened all the time. And if you don't know, I was a trainer for years. Students used to call me all the time telling me something crazy a trucking company asked them to do. And people, 100% of the time, I would always tell them no, absolutely not. People, true story. One time a student called me and he said the company is trying to get him to drive in the snow in Wyoming. This man had a delivery in Utah and this company did not want this load to be late. So they kept telling him to drive. I told my student, if you do not feel comfortable, you need to get off the road because if you hit and hurt someone, you is going to be charged. I also told him, if you do not feel comfortable, you need to get off the road because if something happened, everyone is going to point the finger at you. DOT, your company, everyone. People, this student did not listen to me. 2 days later, I still have the picture. He sent it to my phone. His truck was flipped over in a ditch. He then texted me and called the company a crook and said he should have took my advice. People, nobody care about you. If someone telling you to do something and you have to think twice about it, don't do it. People would tell you anything to get what they want.